Hello and welcome back. Right, we have a lot to discuss. I did an awful lot of work. I did the time-lapse video, but a couple of things which I'm not happy about was, let me just switch grass off. A while back we had when I did the grass field, I think it was field 22 when it was originally a grass field, I had rain coming and I literally went with it because it is what it is and I should have read it. Field 13 I did exactly the same and I sort of cheated and I am a bit ashamed of it because, to be honest, my entire thing is about integrity and about not pulling. I sort of abused the game rules. I sped time up to, it's all in my video, you'll see it. So what I've done is to try and compensate for that, because it was, I suppose sometimes you think, oh, I'm going to lose all that work. Yeah, but it's tough. If you're going to try and play realistically, then it's tough. You made the decision, you didn't look at the weather, you get slapped. So yeah, I should have truthfully just went with what had happened. So I'm just going to run over there and just show you what I mean. So what I did was, to begin with, I thought it was a good decision. I was tired and I thought, yeah, well, I'm only playing the I never said I said I'd play it 5 times. I never said I wouldn't speed time up, and I thought, yeah, but that's just being silly because, you know, it suits me. I thought that's not right. It's not following the spirit of what you meant. You meant if you're going to get caught, you're going to get caught. If you make a bad decision, then you've got to live with the consequences. So what I actually did was, when I sort of thought about it later on, I literally thought, you know, I'm not happy. So what I've done is I've done sort of what I did on that other contract. I've left a lot of grass, and I mean a lot. I must have left probably a quarter of the field left, and I'm going to treat this as what would have dissolved, because the amount of rain that was coming down, I was going to crack on. I was going to suck some up, and I'd obviously got the baler apple because I could see the rain coming, so I did do that. But obviously there's no way I couldn't have done the whole field, so I'm treating what we've got. I know it's only a rough estimate, but there is quite a lot of grass still left. If anyone thinks I should go further, please leave a comment. I'm still not 100% sure whether I've gone far enough or not. Got to obviously gather these all up. Whether I should leave a third of the wrapped bales or something as payback, so that it's legitimate. I want to play rules. People talk about realism, and that is immersion and being a farmer. If you were I know obviously bales don't just disintegrate like they do on Farming Simulator, but that's the immersion, that we play by a set of rules, and I should have played by the rules that I set, and I didn't. I sped time up to try and avoid losing a massive chunk of the harvest, and I shouldn't have done. I should have lived with the consequences of my actions. It doesn't even really matter, to be honest, and I think it was just, you get caught up in, I want this to be a really fantastic finish, I want to have as much bales. Yeah, but it's more important that I keep my integrity, that I'm honest about what I do, and that I stick to those rules that I've set. So if anyone does feel strongly that I should leave some of these as well as the grass, let's have a look how many bales we've actually got. I didn't actually count them, I was that busy doing the created bales. Oh, of course, won't tell me. Right, well, we're going to get a bale. We'll see how many we get, and if I think that it's fair to leave another 20. I did make one mistake as well. I realised as soon as I'd sent back the forage harvest, I thought, you've not done field 5. So I actually hired the is it the Trex or that thing there, and I tried it on the Agrotron. It's well too heavy for this, so I tried a normal work and it just kept glitching out. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this worker going, because I've always wanted to. I've seen this on a couple of Let's Plays on Helenthal actually, and I've never used one. I mean, I know what it does, but So I thought I'm just going to clean up the field. I'm going to do a couple of runs on the field edge, and then I'm going to set, I don't know if it's course, if it goes wrong I'm going to course play it, but I'm going to try just standard workers on this. That's what I was trying to do yesterday, but it all went doolally. Literally I set the worker and it just sat there. Like, I mean, it had been working fine up to that point, and then all of a sudden it decided, no, I'm not doing it. So yes, I'm going to clean up the other end, do a couple of bottom passes on the headland so that it doesn't need to go on the road, and then this ends, I think it's okay. Let's do a couple of passes, let's do a couple of runs, because it still was leaving a bit this end, so I think I'm going to do 2 runs down, and then what we're going to do is going to grab all those bales, and what I'm hoping is the last episode, I'm hoping this is the last episode, we need to go and grab the manure from the farm, stick that all in, and probably speed up time so that the silage actually is ready. Oh, am I trampling my own crop? You need to go on the left hand side, don't you? This is set on purpose, so you have to cut to the right, so I'm trampling the crop. Right, okay, again, this is a learning curve. I've never used this before, but I do realise now, I can see that that's set to the edge of your tractor on the right hand side, so I need to work from the left hand side of the field, otherwise I'm going to crush crop. Say I've got crop destruction on. Let's lift that so I can get a bit more speed. So yes, I'm trying to make sort of retain my integrity and honesty. And right, let's just get this a little bit straight, because that's far more important than going out of the bang. Right, it's not cutting some on the edge. Bizarre. Could be the level of this field's a bit weird on this side. It looks like it's missing some, so I would say that's down to the height. Right, we'll do one more. Right, let's watch that road. Whoa. Yeah. I know. I'm coming. Right. Okay. Right. That one will have to do. Let's see if I can get the workers to work, because they say they were being... Oh, I need to clean this up, don't I? Okay. Oh, invisible ones. Wow, it's amazing how much invisible crop there is with things like corn, and you run over something, there's nothing there, and there is. Right, we'll get this right. Yeah, I'm going to grab the manure from the farm, and then we're going to grab the bales. I don't know. There's not much point in grabbing the bales until they've actually gone off. What I'm going to do is I am literally going to conveyor the silage from the BGA from the clamp, should I say, into the digester when it's ready, of course. I'm not talking about now. It's not fermented, but when it is. So I'm going to speed time up when all jobs are done. I'm not filling up the sugar factory again. I'm going to put that sugar that we've got, I'm going to sell that. I'm going to look for the best price until we finish. If it's okay now, I'm going to sell it now. But yeah, I'm going to sell all that, get all of that, so that we can literally see what we finish on after this amazing Let's Play. My absolute all-time best Let's Play that I've ever played and thoroughly enjoyed. I've got to say that it's hard to say you've got favourites, because I love Greenwich Valley as well, but that was my first Let's Play that I've done. I did Thornton Farm, I love doing that as well, but I don't know, This one has had such ups and downs, and you'd think I'd probably hate it for that, but I don't. I absolutely am in amazement at this. This had real highs and real lows. Right, let's set the worker going. Oh, it's doing what it did last time. It just sits there. Okay, right, in that case, course play it is. Okay, alright. Field work, course generation. Field 5. We'll have no headland, we're just going to go up and down. And then we're just going to do closest. Go. Yeah, see, Courseplay can manage it. Oh, I don't know. Standard workers should have been fine. It did work. I say it did do most of this that we've got here in front of us, so I'm not sure whether to just... I know I can't do the entire thing, but I'm really not sure as to whether just to go and grab the manure twice while that's busy, because that's going to take absolutely ages and I'm not going to twiddle my thumbs. I've also got a lot of grass, and for simplicity, rather than do a second clamp, what I'm going to do is literally just turn this to manure and dump that as manure. I'm not doing a compost because it's just going to take too long, and it's not because of... I know I have done compost last couple of times in this, but it's more about... I've run out of time. Farming Simulator is released tonight, and I'm sick of not finishing Let's Plays. Greenwich Valley I left sort of open. I'm stuck now, this is a right mess. Thornton Farm I did again. I did 60 something episodes. Oh, this is a right pain. And again, didn't sort of finish. So this one I want to leave it in a place that I'm classing as finished. So, and this is, I'm happy with where we're leaving this. It's not what I wanted. I wanted 500 head of cattle and other things, but to be honest, I ran out of time. But I'm still quite happy with where we're leaving it. I suppose actually what I could do is the sugar. Now. Oh really? Why are you slipping? What are you slipping on? Oh. Maybe. Really? You had to find the one pole. The one pole. Right, well the good news is you will be past that hopefully soon. Oh, you won't, will you? Okay, let's redo that. Right. Let's do headlands and we'll just manually finish 5, headland 3. We're just going to forget about this. Even if it goes wandering around the headlands, let it do its thing, because... Right. Yeah, so this is the, hopefully... Oh, I got straight back into the Deutz. I forgot it's the right-hand side, isn't it? Right. Hopefully this is going to be the last episode, the last ride of Lone Oak. Because at 12 o'clock tonight I should get my copy of the game downloaded. I've pre-ordered it and everything, so it's supposed to be 12 tonight. So we'll leave the stage 2 the JCB doing that field on its own until that's full, and then what we'll go and do the sugar first, which I do believe I'm going to need. Yeah, I'm going to need to go and get the... Is that stuck? Right, that's the last of that. Oh wow, it's a bad one. Oh, he must be stuck on doing some really tremendously slow speed the last time I did field work. Something like 4 miles an hour or something silly. Look at that. Let's grab the Agritron. That's just painful. Right. 6 miles an hour. Let's stick that up to what it should be. That's ridiculous. Is there anything about follow me? Oh, you're going to crash into me, aren't you? Right, brilliant. Okay, so then I'm going to leave him going. Let's go and grab the... Yeah. Let's bring this home. Now, did I lift the... No, I didn't. Right, now then, which is the easiest way? I'd say through the farmyard and the forest. Or shall I try... Should be sneaky, the last sneak through the forest. Yeah, let's go for it. Should be able to find my path eventually. If it lets me through, I can't remember whether you can... I know, you have to skirt the edge for a little bit. Yes, I've watched an awful lot of YouTube videos. There's an awful lot of changes in the game. Some really good ones. Still can't wait till course plays in the game, because even though AI workers have improved, they've not improved in a lot of areas. It's still basically the same. It's only really for sending them on tasks, which that is amazing. I'm not knocking that. That is brilliant that we've got that huge improvement, because it is a huge improvement. But obviously, I suppose when you're used to course play and auto drive, it's a step in the right direction, but it's not there yet, is it? It's definitely better though. But I think listening to what have you seen as well? The trees have grown. They've reached they're a year old, and they are fully as grown as we're going to see them. I'm chuffed about that. I really wanted that to happen. First growth stage has been achieved, so you can see my little trees, all those hundreds that we planted, finally growing. So that's another milestone. We'll get this and we'll load the sugar. We'll crack on and see what the stage 2's doing. We'll go grab the manure, even if it doesn't mean in two things, if the stage 2's not finished in time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the conveyors ready, because to be honest, I did this a long time ago. Mr. CLP is an absolute expert at this, and he is by far one of my favourite content creators, and to be honest, this is going to be a nightmare. I mean, we've done it before where we could literally just use the milling machine, but it would be nice to try something and get out of my comfort zone a bit. I've done it on one of my own Let's Plays, and it was an absolute nightmare. It really was. And of course I've got the pressure of eyes upon me as well. But I'm game. It's not like it's the first time on this Let's Play that we've had... Where am I going? Let's drop this off. It's not like the first time I've made terrible mistakes. It's... Oh, hang on. Straps. Yeah. It's how you get out of the minted, really, to be honest. And also, it was that sort of got me yesterday about the grass. I thought, come on, you don't care. If you lose money, you lose money. It's not like you're really worried about it. It's just you get caught up in like trying to... And I thought, no, it's not about that. It's like Mr. CLP often talks about immersion, and that's true. It's a lot of content creators talk about realism. It does make me laugh, because we're playing a game, and people get so bent out of shape. I was watching one of Daggerwins the other day, and he was talking about being realistic, and then he popped the cover off his trailer, and I thought, what? Was that magic then? We are playing a game, and we're all caught up with like trying to do the best that we can, but it is a game. You cannot escape from the fact, no matter how hard you try to be realistic, the game mechanics, selling things, unless you sort of play in... Oh, I think I'm too close at that actually. You get caught by game mechanics. You'll get caught by... I mean, Mr. CLP does talk about immersion, and I agree with him. I must admit, on this very Let's Play, I've fed my animals about 8 foot away from the... Let me just move that Agrotron out of the way a bit. It's a bit too close. I've fed the animals from about 10 foot away, because the triggers there, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's what Mr. Sillyby is on about, really, with immersion, about being, obviously we're playing a game, but we're trying to play a game as though it's not a game. It's a bit like an actor acting, but there does come a certain amount of, then, in my opinion anyway, where you've got to be careful that, you see, I can play lots of deceitful tricks, and that's one thing I hate. That's why I like what Frithgar calls extreme, which I love that, the fact that I'm recording all gameplay, other than when I come on, I switch. Do you know, I can't remember its name. The mod that shows me Frutschwerg's Inspector, I literally switched that on to less verbose because it's annoying, but that's about the only thing. But of course there is a danger of, I could do lots of things before I start to hit record, and so can every other content creator. I can do my craft so much so that I could get so much done on this map that's deceitful and magic and all, setting up let's play, setting up things, courses, all sorts of things that you could do to go well above and beyond. That's why I like extreme. You see what I'm doing. It is as simple as that. There is no trickery, and I suppose in some ways though that then leads to slightly less realistic, as some people would say so, but in another way it's not. It's a bit like, it is realistic. As a farmer you do get caught out by the vagaries of weather. It's what you do. It's, oh, I didn't realise I'd forgotten about that one. That is extreme, isn't it, really? It's the consequences of your actions, truthfully, and that's what it's about, which is why I was obviously a bit upset by, yeah, I've escaped from that this time. Brilliant. I want this to be as realistic and immersive as possible, and of course I want to improve the way that I do that so that I am better at that, because I do realise that I've got a lot. I've only been creating content for 3 or 4 months. I mean, I've been playing the game a lot longer, but there's so much that the true content creators actually sort of do and the tricks that they know. But I do want mine to be different. I don't want it to be about trickery. If I start from scratch, the money I've got is the money I've got. There is no, if I make a mistake and it costs me, the game is over. It's playing by real rules, no trickery, no, kidding, I'm going to break my own rules just to suit myself. I was only kidding about I'm not hiring, or, you know what I mean? I want it to be, it is what it is. Live or die by the set of rules that you play. And that is it. I know this is going to overhang a bit, but otherwise this is going to be weird. Right, I'm going to go too high as well. 3 high with this little teeny weird little thing. Yeah, so that's what I like about extreme. I'm playing realistically in so much as it is what it is. There is no trickery. You will see my menus. Of course I'll join videos. I have done on this. This last episode, not this one, the last one, was 3 recording sessions where each one end, and I obviously check where I leave myself so that I start on the same tractor. That's for my craft, but that is as much as I do. I will run up to the same place and start the same, in the same place, on the same equipment, and I should start my camera from that same position. It's not perfect, but it's usually fairly seamless. But again, that's for my craft. That is as far as any kind of duplicity or goes. I'll join my videos because I've started a new recording session, but there's no trickery. There is no, it is what it is. I will leave. I won't suddenly have finished 3 contracts by magic. It is what it is. You know, I'm going to start the contracts you saw me having recorded last time. They are what I've got this time. So yeah, that is the way I want to carry on. Now in Farming Simulator 22, obviously there's an awful lot of changes. I am really unsure, because I've said so many times I love start from scratch. I'm not sure I can. I was working out different starts that I could do. The biogas plant is 1.5 million. So there's no way I can go the grass route, which would be my standard standard starts. There's no way I can do that on the new one from a start. Why is that not moving? On a start from scratch. Maybe Farm Manager, but then I'd have absolutely no equipment. Why is that? Am I leaning badly? It's not moving. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's... Oh wow, it's because... Oh wow, I never realised that. It still classes it physically as though that's a full pallet. Oh, I never knew that. Oh. Oh, well done you. Okay. Well, I made a pig's ear of that, but hey-ho. That's nothing new. Oh, what have you got caught on this time? Oh, not the same. Really? How on earth, doing headlands, have you got caught on that? Do you know? Seriously? Let's see if you can actually remember where you were. Oh, you're going to go and do it again, aren't you? You're going to go straight back around and hit that. Do you know? Let's stop this. Because you're nearly full anyway. Let's drop that. Let's get rid of that and let's start it on again, because it's only going to bother me in 10 minutes anyway by saying it's full. So yes, like that. I drop a pallet. I'm not going to make it look. I've dropped the pallet. It's real. It is. There is no trickery, and that there is lots of content creators that want to appear to be Superman and woman and whatever every single time, no mistakes. That's not real. That in itself is just not right, and it's not realistic, and it's just, if I can't laugh at myself and take myself not too seriously, then there's something seriously wrong. It is a game, but it is all about, as I've said myself anyway, and this is just the way that I play things, is how do I dig myself out of the hole? Can I dig myself out of the hole that I've made, that I've dug for myself by carrying on? Let's just see. It shouldn't be very much. Yeah, third. I'm tired sometimes. I crash into things. I think on yesterday's episode, I crashed into the trees. It was dark and I literally turned too early and I crashed into the trees. It happens. It happens to real farmers. That's real. I don't like playing at night, but I thought, although I hate inviting guests in and playing in the dark, the bottom line is, if I'm playing with seasons, if I just, because of my guests being here, let me just turn the lines on for a second, I might actually have this all go dodgy by tomorrow, is what I was thinking. So I thought, you really have got to crack on, even though it is at night, because that's realistic. Farmers do work through the night. Yeah, of course, I don't like it. This is a game and I've invited guests in to watch, but I thought at the end of the day, that is what farmers would do. So I thought, get over it and just get on with doing what you've got to do. So yeah, we've all got different play styles. There is no right and wrong. There is no, it is a game, but yeah, of course we can try to be as immersive as possible. It is something I definitely got to improve on, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm a little bit too slipshod with the way that I do things. I know that. I recognise that. Oh, what am I stuck on? Wheels. On the side. Yeah, so I do recognise that. I'm going to have to put this the wrong way around, which is going to be well dodgy. I go in the back of the truck. That one. It will. Let's stick some of these on. That is a nice feature, that things actually finally lock down onto things. That is an amazing coup. I mean, that's something that is so... I know we've had a couple of attempts, very good attempts off modders to do that, and it was sort of partially successful. I used it on my Thornton farm and it was sort of very hit and miss. It sort of worked sometimes and sort of didn't others. So I mean, this, to actually have that where it would be, I was actually saying that in that Let's Play, I was literally how people talk about realism, and I was thinking, let's face it, in real life, if you strap... Oh, really, again. In real life, if you strap something down, it doesn't come off. That's not realistic. It's the same as using your chainsaw. We know that there isn't a tree that could resist your chainsaw like there is that map makers do in this game. Now then, let's just see. You were going to caught again, aren't you? Do you know, I'm sick of this. I am sick of you clunking that. Oh, and you're going to have... You've caught yourself now, haven't you? You've got me into one of them impossible positions to get out of. Where your wheels go the wrong side of the post. I need to go the wrong way. That's it. Do you know, sometimes... It won't be the first time I've had them wrap a windrow around a tree, going through the tree, which is something you cannot escape from yourself. Now that I need to be going from the bottom end of the thing. Let's do another couple of runs. Because this is getting silly now. It's only one pole and he's finding it, or she's finding it every single time, so... Gonna have to redo the course though, aren't I? With more headlands, otherwise it's still not going to make any difference because it's still going to run up and down. I think one more should do it, and then we're going to rerun the course with about 7 headlands, so that we'll have a look. Actually, that's true. We'll see where this runs to, what the best. Doesn't really matter about this end. Right, let's try this again. In fact, do you know, thinking about it, let's run up once and then once more, and actually we'll just do up and down again, but this time we should be okay, unless he runs into the road, of course. I suppose we could do 7 headlands and run up and down. We'll see. I've got an idea. We'll see what we can do. Yes, so there's an awful lot of absolutely fantastic things, but of course, seriously, I was looking at the equipment and I'm weeping at the loss of some of the mods and some of the things you'd really take for granted, that you just think, I mean, the milling machine, I was literally thinking, and the transporter, there's no front boxes that you can store things in. I used to have the cedar box, the Vadastad. Even before I used the transporter, I used to always have that for additional seed or fertilizer. All gone. So many pieces of equipment, and it's so expensive and hard to make money. It's going to be a real challenge, just the base game, without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah, I'm racking my brains on how I'm going to start. I'm seriously thinking to ease myself into the game. I might for once play New Farmer, which is not like me. I'm usually up for the challenge, but with it being new and there's so many changes, I just don't think... I'm really tempted to go for it, but I'm just not sure that 500 grand is enough, even just choosing one route. I was thinking sugarcane is the route I was thinking I might do. But even that, I was adding up the harvesters, the seeders. I know I could lease, that's not... But I'm thinking if I'm going to go that route anyway, I'm going to need to replant. I suppose that it's the planter that's the dearest piece of equipment, and you don't need a massive piece of land. Let's just see if the worker will work. Let's give it one last chance. No. Okay. Let's try that again then. Course generation, field 5, let's try 7. Go. And then let's switch the lines on, just to see where 7 goes to. Ah, okay, that's not too bad, we can live with that. Let's start going on this run, so I don't miss anything. Let's switch that off. And let's go Just go. Right, I know you're doing nothing for a few minutes, but hey ho, it is what it is. Right, okay then, let's crack on. Yeah, so there's an awful lot about this is the first time I just really seriously wanted to finish this, so yeah, I'm seriously. Oh, train wreck. Oh, train wreck comes to mind. Yeah, okay. It's how you pick up the pieces. Remember, that's your own words. It's how you pick up the pieces that's important. Let's pick up the pieces and not fall to pieces. Yeah, so seriously, I'm seriously thinking new farmer for a change rather than start from scratch, because there's just, everything is so, even animals are so expensive. Even for 15 animals, I mean, that's cheap enough, but it's... Is that moving? Yeah, I mean, for how many cows you can put in an enclosure? 240,000, 500 and some thousand? Really? You'd have to be uneasy to actually make that work, unless you're going to stay a year on a map. Seriously, well difficult. Ooh, nearly did it. Nearly worked. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can get that to... Right, okay. Now then, if I go... Yeah, if I go around the other side now. And then... grab that sideways. Yeah, so I am seriously... I mean, there's some absolutely amazing things. Graphically... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some fantastic textures and things like that. I mean, it is good in that way, but to be honest, I mean, you can crank up the graphics on this. I have my graphics sort of good, but not too good. I could have them better, but it's through the recording software. The size of the videos would be so huge if I did this. My graphics card's capable of far more than I'm pushing it, but the files would take 6 hours to upload for YouTube. So no, I don't actually... I'm going to do this better. I'm going to actually put the straps on this time so they don't fall off. Yeah, so there's got to be a compromise. So again, the graphics were good, but I mean, they're good on FS19, to be honest. I like the build mode. There's still no undo button though, seriously. Honestly, it's got to be the way the game's made, because I'm not being funny. I'm sure Giants are fully aware that we'd all love an undo button. It must be the way that the game engine works, so they can't offer that, or else they would have done that by now. Whoa. They would have done... I know you can demolish buildings, but then you've always been able to do that, so... Yeah, there's got to be some reason why that's not actually included. It's too difficult for them to do. It's got to be, or they would. They must know themselves it'd be lovely to be able to do an undo. Now then. Come on, just a little bit more. Move those out of the way. Okay. Go on then, let's stick another one on. It's got plenty of space left after this. Let's grab that other spare one on its own. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. I just seriously wanted to get on and get this finished. The last episode, I'm hoping I get everything accomplished, but if I don't, I don't. But this will probably be my last recording, unless by some miracle I decide I'm going to come back on to do this. But I seriously, with the best intention of the world, I'm going to be busy doing FS22 content. So seriously, I think, yeah, this will probably be my last Lone Oak. I tell you this much though, I would definitely do this map again. Well, I'll tell you one thing I am looking forward to. I'm sure I've read somewhere that FS22, the old stream farm's being done. That is absolutely one of my all-time favourite maps. So beautiful. So yeah, if that comes out, I'm seriously gonna have a go on that. Right, that dropped quite well. See, it's not all bad. Don't know why I'm still continuing to try to make this difficult for myself when I've got loads of space and only 2 more. Mind you, I suppose I can actually stick the... Oh, that's a bit bad. Let's see if I can get that a bit closer. Yeah, we'll come back for the... my word brain's gone. For the those jostling white things. Oh, seriously. Now then, about yes, I've got you. Brilliant. The word will come. I am not going to. I don't want to look. Whoa, that is well dodgy. It's fall of the land. Actually, do you know something? That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Brilliant. Yeah, that's... Whoa, you're going to stay on there, you look like you're falling. Yeah. Let's keep our eye on that poor thing. We don't want that falling and being dragged around like some ragdoll. Whoa, look at that. It's always on that left hand side, it always leans heavily, and that weight looks fairly even. It's really weird. Always the left hand side on the truck that leans down and looks awful. Right. Whatever your price is, Agri, I've got to go for it because this is Hobson's choice. It's now or never. Right, so let's do what we normally do. Let's go heavily to the right. Oh, it's actually taking some. Okay then, let's grab some. Let's grab some. Ooh, now that's rather a lot. Seriously a lot. Okay. Still can't think of what that stuff's called. I think I've got half of the truck there. I think that's a little bit ambitious. Do you know, let's go off and do it the way we did it last time. Worked quite well. Now then, the stage 2 looks for once like he's actually cracking on without any hassle. How full is he? chaff at 78, so we'll grab some of that in a minute. Ooh, done it again, a bit ambitious. That's both the good and bad thing about this is one piece of equipment, I know I've said it before, that I shall seriously miss. Yeah, pallet forks. Right, last one. Off the truck. Oh, I've got a little bit more than... Oh, now then, is that not going to let me grab that? Wow, what else have I got? Okay, that was very different. It worked though. Whoa, I've still got it. Dragging the truck. That was different. Right, well that's the sugar. Now we need to grab the white square things. That's as much as my brain can think up at this precise moment, which is ridiculous. Oh, why did I switch that off? I got this on ×5 when I'm just travelling around. Oh no, I am doing field work, aren't I? Actually, yes. Right, this is the last bit of sugar products in the white things that I've got to move. Don't know how much I made off that. Right, that's my timer gone, but it's tough. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. Got to do the best that we can do. Let's grab this stuff. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. I know it's sugary stuff, but that's as much as I know. Really sweet syrup. Oh, really? I know some of these aren't even full, but hey ho. I know it is. You do get a good price for this, but knowing my luck, it will be awful at the minute. I bet the sugar was terrible as well. It'll be just my luck. Oh, I'm going to see what it's called now, aren't I? Oh no, sugar was not bad. Molasses. Oh, yeah, not bad for not. I'm sure it goes a lot higher than that. But again, we'd probably sell it at the worst time of the year or something silly. Would be just my luck. But it is what it is. We've run out of time. It's either sell it now, or whoever gets the farm gets this. Being as I'd liked so much to see how well we did after the worst possible start I think you could ever have. Although I must admit, I say that, but there was that Frithgar did a forestry map, and he literally mucked around with his XML file. Oh my life, did he go extreme. I mean, I'm talking, he did a loan that was off the charts. He made the interest worse than it should have been. Boy oh boy, was that tough. His daily loan repayments were something like 14,000 because he'd mucked around with his XML file. It was terrible. So yeah, I cannot say that mine was as bad as that. But it's as bad as normal game mechanics allow you to go. And to be quite honest, I take my hats off to Frithgar's definitely more extreme game than mine. And do I want to go that extreme? Not particularly. No. Frithgar's welcome to that crown. Doing this extreme was as extreme as I think I want to go. Now then, can I stack these on top of each other? Let's just still strap these down. to be knocking them off like I did that last lot. Does AgriXJS sell these? But sell these, buy these, should I say? Yes, it does. Say, I'm not going. These are not all full. I know that some of these are got a few 100 litres. I can't grab 3. It won't carry it. Okay, one it is then. Try and get 2 though, we are going to be here all day. Mind you, I don't know, sometimes it's quicker to get 1 and be quick than it is to grab 2 and be slow. Sometimes it's false economy. So you don't do wheel wobbles where you're trying to balance. This is not the heaviest wheel loaders, as good as it is. Right, let's stick that. Whoa. Right, I need to come from the other side. Let's see. Whoa. Yeah, excellent job there, Mr. Smith. Excellent. All the finesse of a bull in a china shop. Oh, now you know it doesn't like to go high. Okay. Always tell when you're tired. When you're full of beans, everything drops sweet. When you're tired, every single thing battles you. The hell am I catching? The... I know it's bad, I know that, but, you know, sometimes you've just got to... I've only got 3 more to go. I know it's terrible, I truly do. You know, oh, that reminds me, I've got that one on its own. Would have gone skittering everywhere. Right. Let's see if we can get this one. So if we can nudge that one a little bit straighter. Yeah, excellent job. Ha ha. Whoa. Okay, with a bit of gentle persuasion straight on, that might actually push on a little better. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. I believe the word train wreck springs to mind. Right. Whoa. What's that about? Well, if there is a prize for the worst, ugliest loaded, I think I'm probably wearing the crown right now. Definitely the horriblest. It's sort of safe, especially bearing in mind we're going across the road, but yeah, it's not going to win any prizes. Well, except for the ugliest loading ever. Probably. I think I've ever seen anybody with so much that's done such a bad job as that. So yeah, I'd probably win the prize for that. But hey ho, it is what it is. Bad day at the office. Right, so let's stick this on follow me. Let's put that on and not forget that I haven't done that. Let's lift that. Right, molasses. Then we'll go and grab the... Oh, how's the stage 2 doing? Oh, chaff at 100%. Did I miss that? Oh, I bet I did. I must have missed the workhouse completed his job. No, because it's not got the message. It's course play. So, yeah. Well, I suppose that's one good thing about that fight. Why are you not selling? Oh, okay. Oh wow, that was just a little empty. That was hardly worth having. We'll get this unloaded and then we'll grab the... Oh wow. Come on, surely you're going to give me that one. Temperamental thing. Right, last but not least. Whoa. Let's try that again. Come on. Right. Let's grab the stage 2. Now, why didn't you give me the message that you were full? Like you should do. This is ridiculous. Now I want to do crop, damn it. Seriously. Do you know, what is it? It's, the AI helpers have gone wrong. I always think this. Whenever you're tired, it's just like the world, the universe knows. And you just, right, I want to go reverse. And everything seems to go wrong. Always notice that through life. You get things go really well or really awful. This is a really awful. Right, let's see. Let's go as far back as I can. Right. Manure now. Oh, come on. You love getting caught, don't you? The amount of times I get this snagged on this manure that pretends it's a solid. It's amazing how game mechanics can beat you up. The polygons being absolutely solid. Right, let's do nearest. Right, this Agritron. No. Where is he? Oh, there. Try there. Right, I know it means it's doing 2 runs, but that is going to take a while. So let's get stuck in. Even if it means 2 runs, we can see our little saplings. Can't believe this grass is growing again. It's not getting cut again though. That is, the last cut is done now on everything. Got to grab those bales when we've done this. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm not being a good host, am I? Thinking about FS22. Actually, if I'm honest, I was thinking I've bitten off a bit more than I can chew. There's so much to do. I keep thinking of all the jobs I've got to do. I've got the manure in here, all those bales, and then I've got like literally to set up those things. And there's nearly 2 million tons of silage to beam across. That is going to be so massive. Yeah, seriously, I'm thinking I can get this into one session. I think not really. I think that's like living in a dream world. But so far, this easy stuff has taken ages. suppose the sugar's done. Right, let's do what we did last time. That worked well. Go out and come back in. Yeah. Amazing how you discover these better ways of doing things when it's all over. It's typical. Why could I not have found the easy way at the beginning of this Let's Play? It's what I want to know. Look at the trailer move. That is serious mod thing. That is really serious. Every time it moves, it's phenomenal. Wow. There we were. Will we be able to get the hitch? Right, that is the question. We can. Right. Why, it's still moving? What's that about? What? You know, this is hard enough to do without you dragging me around for no reason. What? It's like the milling machine and the trailer were having a battle of the mods. Right, seriously. Well used to the JCB. You're not in all-wheel steering now, mister. It's amazing because this is a really good tractor, to be honest, with an absolutely amazing turning circle. So just goes to show how having something like the JCB can seriously spoil you, because you can get used to it. Right, I'm not in a time lapse, so let's do a bit of in-cab. I keep forgetting. Again, it's all a learning curve. In my time lapse, it's horrible when you go in cab. It's like jolting and makes you feel sick. When watching it back, I was thinking, you really have got to stop doing that. Whoa, Gordon Bennett, wait on that. I know, it's amazing. You're forgetting I'm riding around in a chipped 300 horsepower tractor that's got 48 tons in the back. This is not the JCB. Right, yes, definitely it's for the third person perspective, definitely out of shot, not in cab. In cab is definitely not for time lapsing. That really does make you feel sick, or it does me anyway, and I'm sure Frithgar said that. I'm sure one of the content creators I watch has also made mention of that. It's not nice. Oh, I love those little trees. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad they grew. I mean, I knew they would, but I mean that we've seen them grow. That's what I mean. I know with seasons you wouldn't see them grow properly for absolutely forever. Is it something like 5 or 6 or 7 years or something silly for trees to grow full? And even that is obviously, I suppose, if you think about it in real life, exaggerated. Although I don't know, I can't remember. Don't fir trees grow quite rapidly? But I don't think even they grow that quickly. Sure, it's probably 15 to 25 years, not 7. So yeah. And that's another one of those, let's not go too closely on about realism. Because we might touch upon the fact that even whether we're in seasons or the base game, that trees grow a little too quickly. So let's not touch too closely on that, because it's a game. Right. Wow, this is really does struggle with this weight. Right hand side. Whoa. Manure have we got left? Look at that, 79 cows. Still got 109,000. Mind you, although it has, we won't be able to get 2 more loads. It'll be another case of where it disappears. Right, in cab. Come on while we can. Yes, we've never ever, we've had up to 200,000 litres and it just disappears. Goes somewhere else. You'll get it the next day, but you won't get it this day. Right. I love the engine noise of this. The Agrotron is really good. In fact, I've got to be honest, this is one of my favourite little tractors. Or it is a medium, but it's not a. It's slightly bigger than most small tractors physically, but it's not much more powerful, but it is I do love it. It's good turning circle, good speed, reasonable power. Even in its natural unchipped state, it's still a good tractor. Yes, I do love the fact they've got some older tractors though. It's I always in FS19 in the beginning, again, it always seems to be the prices are all way out, but I do think Giants this time have done some things. Again, I do think some of the things are well overpriced. I mean, especially the animal bits, definitely. But this time they have done some tractors that are reasonable, which just makes a nice change. Some reasonably powerful older tractors, about 180 horsepower. Mind you, thinking about it, the case, which, yeah, that can be 261 horsepower if you do the engine up, and that was 143,000, so I don't suppose it's that much. I was looking at if I was going to do a start from scratch, what tractor would I use? And there's actually the ones that are on most of the farms, 2 of those, even in fact, yeah, the 3 that they've got on the farm are probably really reasonably priced tractors if you were going to buy them anyway. Just over 110 grand for the best features on those, which is not bad when you consider 180 horsepower tractors with the best features of those ones. Right, let's come on, cow. I want to run you over. Just playing realistically. Mind you, if I was playing realistically, I'd shut that. Whoa! Oh, I know what I've done. Not even going to bother looking. I know what I've done. Oh, it says. Okay, I am going to look because I cannot move backwards or forwards. Oh, seriously? How could I get... How can you do that? How can you get into a mess that you can't get out of? That's what I want to know. How could I get that so it was jammed so I can't go backwards or forwards? Oh, do you know? Seriously? Oh, okay, I know what I need to do. Think outside the box. That was a little rougher than I anticipated. It was not bad in a way, but now you're going to knock it straight back to how it was. Ooh. Well, you've done something, I suppose. Ooh. Yeah, that was very forgiving of game mechanics. Ooh. Okay, okay. Go on, what have I done? Please tell me, have I just done exactly the same thing again? It's the pile of manure. You've got to go over it. Right, let's try that. All my life, this is growing. Ah, this is what I was saying, it's coming out from the hidden place. Do you know? Not quite reaching the... Milling machine is a canny beast though. It reads as being down when it's up, and you often have to put it up and then down to reset it to where it is. It shows us down on the picture, but it's not, it's up. It's really bizarre. Do you know, we might actually almost get a third out of this, which we've never done before. Mind you, we have got more, haven't we? We've got more cows than we've ever had before. 180. We used to have 100. Now, why can you not read that? You're right next to it. Okay. I wish you'd stop turning. I've got enough working against me without you going at weird angles. Got to get out that door, you know. When the chips are down, the chips are down. Now then, let's try and get a better angle. Let's go in cab. Ooh. Can't really guess where that... Yeah. Start to turn, you're going to hit the gate. Straighten up. Go on, what have I caught on? Oh my life. Seriously. What am I caught on now? Oh, it's the trailer doing its moving thing. Seriously. I can do without your adding to my already. God, Bennett. Even the mods are fighting me. Right. Right, okay. Let's at least keep the cows in. Let's have a look. What does it say? It says I've got 64,000. I'm not sure didn't look quite that to me, but it depends. We know it's popping through from the TARDIS side of things, so it might be. I suppose I could come more. We've got so much to do though. I think if I'm going to miss one thing, I'm going to leave that. There's only so much I can do. Really am against the clock. There's so much massive jobs to do that I can't really afford to waste time on these little jobs. I think I'm going to sleep through though. We're going to start tomorrow. Whoa. The manure might be the one job I actually miss. Oh, I'm going to have to feed the animals, and oh well, it's the same as every other day. That's another thing about when you're tired. That old saying, "a mountain's out of molehills," it is very true. Things that would normally not bother you suddenly become mountainous, and they're just normal things that you do normally without even blinking. But when you're tired, all of a sudden it becomes, oh, I've got that to do, and you think, well, yeah, but I do that every day. It's just amazing. It is definitely true when you're tired. Right, so I need to be going this right hand side tip, going from the right. Let's do it in cab as well. I can see that car coming. One good thing about having lights on at night. Whoa! Actually, you were wrong. There was no car. Could have sworn I heard a vehicle. I'm glad I was wrong. With that weight behind me pushing me onto the road, I would have got clocked. So, yeah. Right, in cab. Let's try and remember this pushes you. So. With pillars in the way. Go on, how much have I got left in? 10,000. Let's do a quick whiz. Yeah, there is some things. I'm just thinking the list of things I've still got to do is massive. Looking at this, I do realise, oh wow, I've even got nearly 2 loads of digestate as well. Oh my life. Look at that, 387,000 tonnes of straw, 346, that is two full, complete, up to the rafters, oh well, switch my light on. 2 up to the rafters sets of, whether we convert it to manure or did compost, we are not going to have time to do that. So we are missing a huge chunk of money. If we do the silage, I'm happy now. Well, how's the stage 2 doing? Please don't tell me he's forgotten to tell me he's full again. Seriously, since when does Courseplay not give me messages? What is this? I've never known Courseplay not to do messages to say you're full. Oh my life. It never does that. Obviously, never say never. Because it does. Right, oh my life, I am losing my entrance, it's so dark. Right. Yeah. Let's try that again. Let's try for a better angle. Wow, do you know, it's weird, it's amazing that there's so many side jobs that I could still do. I have got days and days of work. I think what we're literally going to have to do is be a bit realistic and think it's just going to be the silage going across. As much as I'd love to crack on, we've got so much work. Seriously, I've got to be honest though, digester, I think we're sitting on at least 200,000 or 300,000 additional income than we will have if we just do the silage alone. I seriously think we're gonna absolutely, and that's without me doing what I said I was going to do, which is selling the fields, just to see how well we've done over this Let's Play. We may have to, seriously, just running out of time. It's horrible. Could have jumped to the John Deere, couldn't I? Will it let me sleep? It will. Yep, 13. Okay. Oh, that's a bit early. Oh, I bet the manures. Oh wow! Could do another 96, another double run. One thing we will do is let's go and do the animals. Let's not do anything other than what we've always done. Okay. Now then, is this on green? Because I did notice there was absolutely a ton of milk as well. Yeah. 50 odd grand, 60,000 for milk. Seriously? We've got to that stage, haven't we, where you've seriously, absolutely seriously, we did, yeah, just the, where you're earning so much money when it gets to that certain stage of a Let's Play, and we are there, even on hard. Amazing. Right, we want you even. Okay then, right. Midwinter, wow. Certainly, let's go and have a look at the digestate. Not digestate, the silage is the word I'm trying to look for. We could set up the conveyors. I know we're not ready yet. I know we've got at least probably, was it tonight, the latest? Oh yeah, it probably is. By the end of today we could actually do that. So I think we're going to have to do Summer's calculations. We're going to have to look at the digestate and just times that by the price to see, because just again it's time. Time has definitely beaten me. Right, anyway, let's grab the conveyors. Right, let's see if I can remember which one does what. I've only done this a couple of times, so usually always Let's press the right button. That always helps. Belts. Belt systems. I did have a couple of mods. That one there. Oh, what was that one I used? That was. I've not tried the Mantrid agricultural design one. This is what material from the ground and load it onto the nets. Oh, let's go for that one. Let's go for old purple. What does that mean? Ooh, I like that. Pick up. Most things no snow. Manure. Silage. Yeah. Parking lights. Yeah. Lights. Yeah. Go on, let's buy it. Shouldn't have done that. Right, I need the from one belt to the next one. I'm going to hire this one. Lease. I'm not sure whether we're going to need more than one, if I'm honest. We might do. Now this doesn't always like modded tractors, does it? Sometimes it insists on base game. I remember once, the very first, I actually drove this on one of my Let's Plays because they had a modded tractor. I had all modded tractors and I was trying to hook up to it and it was just like, it wasn't reading it, it would not allow it at all. I didn't realise, I just thought it's the first time I'd ever used it. And then another time I'd got a base game tractor and it worked straight away, and I thought, oh, I actually drove it because I'd got only mod and I didn't realise what the problem was. At 3 miles an hour from the store to my farm, which took about 15 real minutes. Talk about. Right, so that's going to go to somewhere in the middle of the yard. We might actually do this. Fully extended. Right, let's try and... Oh, I don't know. I think it's more than I think, if I'm honest. I might need 2. I've usually, on nearly all of these... yeah, I'm going to need 2 anyway, aren't I? Because fully extended when it's going to the back. Let's go grab the other one and then we shall have some fun. Haha. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a second one of those. We don't need time on 5. Yeah, so I think I'm basically going to have to end this recording session and then go out and write down how much everything would be based upon the prices I've got, and literally do that. Oh, seriously, do you know, conspiracy? Oh my life. Oh, thank you, Mantrid, that was excellent. 12 mile an hour, that is amazing. Right, okay. So this is the pickup onto the belt, and then we need another belt. I'm not a big purple fan, but I actually really like this purple. I always have my field scanner with this purple. I'm not usually a big purple fan, but I really quite like this. Not my favourite colour or anything, but it's still nice. Can you hook that up? Can't remember. No. Yeah, let's go grab another one of those. Oh, to begin with, I think we'll... Yeah, let's grab another one, because we know we're going to need one. It's the other one, isn't it? Yeah. The modded one. You can colour. That was one wicked mod That Eric Bauer, absolutely amazing. I would definitely choose that again. I know it's obvious, but I've never done such a massive silage harvest, and that was when you've got an awful lot, nearly 2 million I'd got in that. I didn't realise, but obviously the more you've got in there, the slower your compression goes. when I'd done it before and I'd only got like 500,000, only says 500,000 in, obviously it did it really, really quickly, but this time with 2 million in almost, I was like thinking, oh my life, this is normally 4 times this speed. Well, yeah, it would be. You got 4 times the amount of silage. It's weird how you don't click with things sometimes when you're only used to doing certain things of a certain size. This is like the biggest silage I have ever done. Right. Lights off. Now then. Thought I had started the engine. No, I hadn't. I'm going to get into position anyway. Can't do anything, there's nothing to do. Okay. Right. Whoa. Wow, I'm never very good at this. Seriously. No, other way. Fully extend. I'm going to hit the trailer. Oh, no, I'm not. Ah. Oh. Why can I not spin that around anymore? Can normally do that. What? Tell me if I spun the wrong way. Oh. Tell me you've got to go the other way. So you normally can swing this so it goes straight. Why is it getting stuck? Ah, it's not. As I said, I've only used it a couple of times. I know you can't go straight. That's because I was doing it wrong. We need to go the other way, and then it's at its full extension. Then we can drive it again into the right place. So, we now need to forward. Spin it around again. Get it to full extension. That's about right. Oh no, wrong way. Yeah, actually I've been silly because I probably don't need this full extension to begin with. If I'm having 2 in, I'm going to need it half extended, aren't I, to begin with. I suppose I can just really push it deep into there. Okay. Stop engine. This one we can have not even. Right, so. Whoa. Want. Forward. still got to spin it around, haven't you? Remember. Whoops. Okay. Then you need to go down to the other side. Come on. Why are you so slow? I'm gonna clonk that, aren't I? I may edit this bit because this is painful. Not really fair for people to have to watch this. I might cut this out for once, or time lapse this little bit in the middle because it is painful. It really is. Alright, so we need to. Yeah, I need to. I need to slip this to be half its size. It's not going to need to be this extended to begin with. Or I'm going to hit the tracks, the Eric Bauer. Oh. Right, I need to pull that in. No, no. Oh, come on. Which way do I do it? No. No. That's it. Gordon Bennett. There's too many adjustments on these belts. Right, let's go forwards. Then we'll spin round and try and get this something like. Way. You can hook these together, can't you? I'm sure you can. That's the idea anyway. Have I got... That's how you do that. Okay. Wow. Super duper fast. That's right, you need to go in the back one then, don't you? Oh. You have to unattach them because otherwise you can't. Oh, no. Yeah, I need to detach. Whoa. I need to... That is right, but I can't attach until I've got that one right. Need to extend it a little. This is so faffy. I could have done this. Oh, you can attach it. Ah, that's the way. Right, okay. Now then, if we go to that back one, lovely. It should be something like, oh, doesn't like you touching it when you, oh, seriously. Right, that is ready ish, with some fine tuning when it's literally ready to ferment, but for now I'm trying to think what we're going to do. Are we going to just speed time up? Seems sensible thing to do. Oh, my life. Right, we need to go over to the John Deere. I'm not doing this in the dark. We're going to do it in the daylight. Right, it's 10 o'clock. Till 8 o'clock. I know they're going to be bursting with manure. We will feed them though. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of manure. Wow, 157,000. I have seen it more though.